What's up, you guys? Welcome to video 4 of this 6-part video series, and in this video I'm going to show you my entire blueprint on how to expedite your drumming career. It's like Amazon Prime for successful drumming. So I'm literally going to share my entire blueprint that's taken me over a decade to really refine and perfect. So to quick recap the last 3 videos, the first one I introduced the monetization method, and the second one I showed the improvement strategy, and the third one I gave away my secret weapon on how to prepare songs and have those 3 fail safes that basically prevent any mistakes due to memory lapse. Since this is video 4, if you haven't seen those previous 3, go watch them now. That being said, let's dive into this roadmap that I've used to actually land an international tour with Owl City. To keep it simple, I compiled it down to 5 steps, and the first step is mindset. The improvement strategy from the second video of this series is totally included in this mindset step. Once you apply the improvement strategy, there's some other things that will be really useful for your mindset that you definitely need to know. One of these is the focusing trick, which I'll touch on a little bit later. And there's also brain bandwidth. So this is basically how much to think about certain things while you're playing. Like how much of your brain should go to timing, how much of your brain should go to tonality of where to hit the drums, and how much of your brain should go to performing. So this actually differs based on what you're playing and for certain performances. It's also so important to have your awareness on point. I never want to be the drummer that's looking at his chart all day. It's so boring and no one wants to see that. Or even just looking down and not being engaged with the music. I want to be looking around, engaging with the audience, with the band, and responding to it. And this one is super important, having a servant mindset. So just walking into any place that you go, ready to serve people and actually help them. This can be so simple, from just showing up early to carrying a case for someone or holding the door for someone, but just having that mindset and constantly reminding yourself to just serve other people will make you so much more loved, valued, and overall just way more fulfilled. So once you've applied these things, step 2 is preparation. In video 3 of this 6-part video series, I shared my secret weapon on how to prepare songs. This included 3 fail safes that basically prevent any mistakes due to memory lapse from ever happening. It's also important to prepare the right gear and have the right tools ahead of you to achieve your goal. This might mean upgrading your laptop, buying a plug-in, or just having a spare snare drum or bass drum pedal at a specific gig. And then there's some logistical things like showing up early, knowing the songs, having backup plans, plan A, B, and C, and just being dependable and coming with extra ideas and ready to over-deliver anything you do. Third step, gear. I personally love gear talk and just figuring out what's the best gear nowadays, the new gear coming out, the innovative stuff, and just new strategies for tuning, making sure you have A-League gear for the specific music you're playing. So included in this is tuning, muffling, having A-League cymbals, you get the point. But on top of that, it's important to have unique options in different instruments and things that people might never expect to just bring those extra ideas, and having the perfect setup for whatever you're doing. One of my favorite things to do is only bring what I need. So sometimes that might mean not even bringing a floor tom or not bringing hi-hats, or just having kick-hat snare is often super useful for a lot of specific songs. I can't even express how important knowing how to run tracks and to play electronic samples has been to my career. This might mean investing in a sample pad or triggers, or at least knowing how it works so you could accomplish that if the need came around. And even further than just having your performance gear on point, how are you going to communicate to other people or be known to other people or get to know other people? Audio and video. So it's massively important to have a camera, know how to edit video, and have a mic. It's literally how I'm communicating to you right now, which leads me to step 4, building a portfolio. The most important thing with a portfolio is your niche. So deciding on a specific niche that is something valuable that you specifically bring to the table can be so valuable. And then, of course, executing that. So preparing, recording, mixing audio, editing video, and having a bank of a massive amount of content that is you doing what you do best. For me, I literally didn't even have to audition for Owl City, and I was trusted to play. Specifically because I had hundreds of videos on my YouTube channel of me drumming in all sorts of different scenarios. And at the end of the day, we gotta make money, right? So the 5th step is monetize. It's a huge myth and misconception that drummers or musicians don't make a lot of money, and I honestly think that's because a lot of people don't actually spend some time in promotion or building a portfolio or just putting a little bit of investment into these areas. There's really so many ways you can make money as a drummer, and just to name a few, there's resale of drums, lessons, digital products, playing at church, studio recordings or remote recordings, and gigs. There's way more than that too. And at the end of the day, it really just comes to execution and taking action. So this whole blueprint is covered in depth in my course, The Paid to Play Drummer. It hurt me so much to see how many drummers really want to be making a living or even just making a side income as a drummer, so they can spend more time doing what they love, but they just don't know where to focus their time or how to actually start bringing in some streams of income from drumming. This honestly breaks my heart because drumming's been such a big part of my fulfillment and happiness in life. So I'm sharing these steps in this blueprint to help drummers and musicians take that next step into higher fulfillment. Of course, the money part is great, but I think the fulfillment is really the most important. And when you have more time to do what you really want to do, you're going to be more passionate about it, better at it, and it's going to contribute more to the world and make the world a better, happier place. So, in this course, The Paid to Play Drummer, you can literally watch over my shoulder as I walk you through step by step through this process. So in the next video, I'll be showing you an actual real case study that shows you how fast you can get results after applying these techniques. As always, thank you so much for watching and sticking to the end, and I will see you in the next video.